Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to day 2 of the evening class. so, we'll just get started. So go ahead with your question.
I was saying that I've been practicing lowering my barriers a lot. I mean, actually, let me start from the beginning. It's been 6 months that I'm back with my parents. I left the US due to the corona situation, right? We changed tracks. And because I didn't have like my own business, I was working for someone else. The office got like shut down and I got laid off pretty much. So at the time I couldn't look for another place. So many things happened. And then it led me to come over here to stay with my parents. And now for the first time I'm having a chance to be working on what I like to work. Um, I mean, doing my holistic business. And at the same time, I'm back where I was 15 years ago when I had the depression episode and anxiety for a long time. And it seems like being back here, I'm kind of like mimicking like my parents again. It's the whole thing comes, and obviously being living with them is just like I'm a little kid again. They don't know how to, like, they don't recognize that I'm an adult. Like I'm past 40. They still, yeah. So the question was, the BMM process, it helps like with my resistance too, because I know the resistance comes from me, because I don't want to go back to the painful place that I was before I left. And I was just wondering if there is any process that helps to like really let this resistance go, because it's been a struggle for me.
Okay. Um, so with that, definitely biomimetic mimicry and biomimetic and biomimetric mimicry helps with that. And what would your parents be open to you running that on them? Because whatever you're clearing as that happens is also being cleared in you.
Yeah, I mean, like I could do it like in the evening time. Um, sure. It's just that this resistance comes from me too. It's like almost like with my mom, I did with my mom yesterday. I did like
Mhm.
10, 15 minutes on her. But I think the biggest barrier will be on my dad. And that's the one that I'm resisting the most. I am resistant to go to him. I mean, he works from home and I'm home all day. So we kind of like, last thing that I want to do is like to deal with him. I know
Okay.
that's why I ask if there is something that can help me to lower my barrier more, or maybe just running with my mom will help to fix, um, so I don't really have to run with my dad.
Okay. So let's go with the 10 keys of access. And Gary and Dane are very funny. They call it the 10 commandments. Um, these tools have, um, these are all the tools that you can use that'll clear whatever it is. Like one of these tools will help with that. So we'll go over this first, and then we'll ask the question again and see if anything changed. There you go. So, do you want to learn to have freedom, or do you want to pretend that you want freedom? These are the 10 keys to total freedom. And there's a book and a series that Gary and Dane have. So these tools you can apply to anything in your life. So we'll go over all of them first really quickly. Would an infinite being truly choose this? Everything is just an interesting point of view. And it's funny, I'm on my month number 4 of every day being an interesting point of view. And it's just been a trip. So interesting point of view, I have this point of view, or interesting point of view, they have this point of view. Live in 10-second increments. Live as the question and not as the answer. And 5, no form, no structure, no significance. 6 is no judgment, no discrimination, no discernment. 7, no drugs of any kind. 8 is no competition. 9 is do not listen to, tell, or buy the story. And 10 is no exclusion. So let's start from the bottom, the last one, 10. No exclusion. In order to exclude anything or anyone from your life, you have to cut off your awareness. Don't exclude anyone or anything in your life, because if you can receive anyone, then anything is possible. Receiving is no exclusion. Okay, so what part of your relationship with your father are you receiving, and what part are you not receiving? So what part are you excluding? So what are you including in your life, and what are you excluding in your life? Well, there was, Patrick, do you remember the clearing we had last night about money? It was something, and it was just turned everything upside down. I think we can use it.
The right about this and the wrong about this one?
Something like that. Okay. So what are you including in your life regarding your dad, and what are you excluding in your life regarding your dad that keeps you in the choice, keeps you in the loop of whatever choice you're choosing? And everything that brings up, will you just try and create it? Okay, and I think nobody else has this problem with their dad. Especially not Jason. Right, wrong, good, bad, wrong, all nine, boys and beyond. And that, my friends, is what we call a wedgie. I'm not sure if you've heard that before, but Gary and Dane love wedgies. They just say something out there and it kind of twists you in a wedgie until you start asking a question. Wait, do I really have that going on? No, do I? So what are you including with your dad? What are you including with your relationship with your dad? And what are you excluding with your relationship with your dad that keeps you in the loop of what you're choosing? And everything that brings up, will you just try and create it? Okay, right, wrong, good, bad, buff, box, all nine shirts, boys and beyond. And we can do that on everyone of the family. What are you including with your relationship? What are you including with your relationship with your mom? And what are you excluding with your relationship with your mom that keeps you in the loop of whatever you're choosing? And everything that brings up, times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, fuck, all nine shirts, boys and beyond. Okay. And think of a person that's really close to you, or someone that you have to spend a lot of time with. It could be a coworker, it could be other family members, whoever that is. So what are you including with your relationship with this person? And what are you including with your relationship with this person that keeps you in the loop of whatever you're
Oh,
choosing? And everything that brings up times a godzillion way to shine and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, poor, fuck, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. So everything that you're excluding and you're not receiving from actually keeps you in whatever that space is. So what can you change? Okay, whatever that is, right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. And what can you change with what can you change? What's one thing you can change with your relationship? Or one thing that you can choose that's different? Okay, so everything that doesn't allow that, right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so number 9 is do not listen to, tell, or buy the story. The story is always used, the story is always the justification for why somebody does or does not do something. It's not real, it's not true, it's just a story that justifies the action they take and the reactions they create. What do people use their stories for? To maintain their victimhood and to justify the choices they made rather than recognize that they chose it. You don't have to have a reason for anything. Even if it's your own story that you're telling yourself, you don't want to tell it, listen to it, or buy it. So what part of this story am I buying as true and real? So regarding that, the resistance, what part of it are you buying as true and real? And everything that brings up. Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, all nine truths, place, and beyond. Okay. Is there another story that always comes up, like something that comes up over and over again?
yeah, I see myself very, very similar to them. I know I'm not them, but I don't want to end up like them. I mean, they're amazing, but I'm not them. And I'm feel like I just have the fear that somehow I'll end up choosing the same things that they did. And I see myself doing it here. So that's why I'm so like, it's almost like I can't stand being here instead of being grateful, because right now I just don't want to go back to the life that I had in New York City working for someone else. So like now I'm having the chance of build my stuff here, but because I'm stuck in the past story and their choices, it just feels like I'm stuck. So this keeps coming back over and over again, and everything that doesn't allow me to talk about it. I don't know. I just feel like it's being like huge barrier that it's even when I lower down, it comes up back up. It just feels
Okay.
like
So I'm just gonna cut you off right here.
sorry.
Like a few sentences ago, something popped. So this is something that Gary and Dane do, because I love how they facilitate. So they will cut someone off when when the person keeps going, and then they skip over the energy of what would actually create the change that they're asking for. So now we have to rewind and go back to a couple of things that popped. before the energy goes back and hides, right? And then we have to try to uncover it again. Okay. So something about your parents not choosing the same thing that they're choosing. Okay, so now you're actually aware of when you're choosing something that's not you, and you're choosing something that your parents would choose. So before, were you as aware as you are now? Or are you more aware now of what, especially when you're doing it?
I'm more aware now. I just think I have to practice more, like giving it back. And it's for some reason I keep holding it.
Okay, cool. So can you acknowledge that now you're more aware? Okay, so what would it take to be aware of that split second before you choose it? So instead of being aware after, you're aware right before you choose it. And everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, obey, and receive that, would you destroy and uncreate it? Oh, right, wrong, good, bad, possible, nine, truth, force, and beyond. So that way you don't even go into choosing it. And then what would it take to be aware of even before that? So that once you start, oh, you know what, whenever this happens, whenever this energy comes up, I start to make this kind of choice. And then whatever it is that you're resisting with that energy, the energy that triggers those set of choices to occur, and then that's the source. That's what you can pot and pock, and then the whole thing would disappear.
Let me see if I got it. It's just like what's happening with me now is that I see the moment that is coming, and then I still make the choice. But it's like, even though I want to change it, it's already too late. So you suggesting me to catch that before that.
Yes,
so
and pot and pock.
Yeah, and pot and pock. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'll have to do that a lot. Yes.
Okay. So everywhere you're putting your parents' energy and the choice that you're making, will you destroy and uncreate that and return to sender with consciousness attached?
Yes, yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, force, and beyond. Can you be your energy when you're choosing whatever it is that you're choosing? In that split second, oh, I'm choosing it like my parents would choose it, instead of being your parents' energy, pot and pock, that. Okay, what would I do different if I was choosing it from my space, my energy? And you could choose it in that split second.
Yeah, like maybe asking my body what it wants at the moment. That would be a different choice, instead of just going like automatic on what I've been going to.
So all the stories that we bought from our parents since we were a child, will we now destroy and uncreate that and return to sender with consciousness attached? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, voice, and beyond. So now we have the ability to discern and be aware of, you know, what the choices are that we can choose, and then what the choices we choose create. And we don't have to buy other people's stories, because we can always change our choice, and we can always change the space that we are being when we choose. So I think this was from the money workbook, where Gary was talking about you can be cleaning the toilets as long as you're being that space and the energy of you're creating more consciousness. You could be washing the dishes And as long as you're being in the space and the consciousness of you, you're creating more consciousness. So it doesn't matter what the action you're taking is, it's the space and the energy and the consciousness behind it that creates more of that in the world. So we can have a conscious janitor who's like spreading consciousness by cleaning the floors. And it's all, you know, it's all changing the world in some way, in some form. Okay. So 8, no competition. Competition is rational. I will get more money if I do this against this person. It doesn't actually work. You don't want to do competition. You want to out-create people. Competition is the idea that somebody knows better than you or has better than you or can do better than you. How can I be greater today than I was yesterday? How can I out-create myself for all of eternity? So instead of competing, what if you just out-create? Out-create everyone around you, out-create yourself, keep out-creating yourself. Anything that doesn't allow that, right, wrong, good, bad, POD, all 9 shirts, voice, and beyond. So where have you done competition with your mother? And everything that brings up, will you just try and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, all 9 shirts, voice, and beyond. And where have you done competition with your father? And everything that brings up, times a godzillion, will you just try and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, all 9 shirts, voice, and beyond. And where have you done competition with your siblings? And everything that brings up times a godzillion, will you just try and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, all 9 shirts, voice, and beyond. Oh, okay. So if you were out creating your life as you created it right now, what would you choose?
Ease.
That's like a totally different space than when we started our call. That was really quick.
You ask what it would create. I said ease, because this like tightness, contraction, and no allowance. It's so stressing. It's like too much. It's like it just feels like, okay, I need that. I need easiness, space, and allowance.
So how can you be greater today than you were yesterday? Every morning, you can ask it. And it doesn't have anything to do with anyone else. So if you ask that question, would you have to bring your barriers up with anyone around you? Okay. Okay, cool. No drugs of any kind except alcohol. Do you drink what's it called? Cachaça? Cachaça? Cachaça?
No, that's like really too strong. No, I don't drink that.
Really? Oh wow.
You like it?
I actually I like certain ones. My friend actually makes it, or someone he knows makes it, and that one was the best I've ever tried, and it was very smooth. So anyways,
It's
no
good.
drugs of any.
No, I just don't drink much. But Good.
Yeah. It's so I found out why so many people from Access actually drink. And this is not alcoholic, it's apple juice. I'm like a little kid. I think this morning, um, we were talking like sex and no sex came up. So I said, okay, if you think of sex as a hug, will you hug that person? It was just really funny. Okay. Anyways, so some people in Access actually drink to lower the barriers, and then lower the filters too. And then other people drink to not be aware. So just know your body and how much your body can handle before you go into the zone of no awareness. Okay, so if you choose doing drugs of any kind, you are not choosing consciousness, you are choosing anti-consciousness. Does that mean you can't drink? No, you just can't drink to oblivion. Drugs are designed to alter your perception, and they're also designed to alter your consciousness. So any drug that is a solution to a problem that has to do with your physiological, psychological balance is not a good drug to take. People use drugs to try and tone down their awareness, which they have decided is too intense and they don't know how to deal with it. No drugs doesn't mean you come off your thyroid medicine or stop taking your insulin. So muscle test and ask your body about any medications. Your body knows what's wrong with it and what's right for it. So muscle testing or kinesiology. One of the easiest ways to do that, especially with something with your body, is to just stand up and hold whatever it is that you are thinking of and just bring it close to you. If your body moves forward, there you go, then it wants it. If you move backwards, then it doesn't want it. And you can also just make a circle with both your fingers like this. And then whatever is true for you and your body, it makes your body stronger, it makes your muscles stronger. And then whatever is not true makes it weaker. So if you can if you try to pull as hard as you can and it stays in place, that's usually a yes. If it comes apart, then that's usually a no. And then you can always just ask your body too, okay, body, would you like this? But for those of you, sometimes it might be quicker to just do the muscle testing. So if you want to test the muscle testing, you can ask a question like, my name is Annie. Okay, that's true. My name is Enzo. Okay, I'm not Enzo. There you go. So this one isn't really relevant for the question, but no judgment, no discrimination, and no discernment. So discernment and discrimination are judgment light. Judgment is always the invalidation of you in favor of somebody else's point of view. When you do judgment, you are destroying your life and you're destroying everything that you wish to create. Judgment is always a diminishment and a contraction to your world. Awareness is always an expansion. So that's why now, more recently, Dana has been asking us to just expand out. Like when there's something something that's a heaviness or there's a problem that we perceive, you just expand and get to that space where it's not significant anymore and there's none of that contraction. So whenever you feel someone judging you, or you perceive that someone's judging you, or someone is outright telling you, you know, oh, I think you're this or that, expand out and keep expanding, and then receive the judgment. And did we talk about every time you receive judgment, you receive $5,000 more
Wow.
in this class? Did we?
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
so, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was mentioned briefly.
Okay. Okay, so number 5, no form, structure, and significance. When things have no form, no structure, no significance, change is easy. When you make anything have form, structure, or significance, you lose the capacity to change. If nothing has form, structure, and significance, then everything is malleable and changeable. It's, you know, turning on a dime, or, you know, flipping it 180 and choosing something different. If you're making it significant or solid, then you have to, you know, you can't just change it. You have to, you know, ask more questions, or you have to go around it, or you have to keep it in place. So this goes along with the interesting point of view, which is, I think, higher up. So no form, no structure, no significance. Systems are okay though. So if you create a system or a guideline, it's still malleable, you can still change it. But structures, if you think of a building as a structure, it's really hard to, you know, oh, I want to change the first floor. Well, you're going to have to do some, you can't just change it. You have to add things to it. Otherwise, the whole thing would fall down. You'll have all the other floors falling down on the first. Okay. So 4, live as the question, not as the answer. It's the antidote to everything. It's the antidote to this reality. Ask a question, be in the question. You become the antidote and the immunization to this reality. If you're always looking for the answer, then you cannot be the question that allows you to create beyond. So for every single thing that comes up, ask a question. Just like for the who does it belong to? For every single thought, feeling, emotion, ask who does it belong to? And that's a question. Live in 10-second increments. If you live in 10-second increments, you will always be creating your life. If you live from your projections and expectations, you'll be destroying your life. It's just a choice. If you have 10 seconds to choose the rest of your life, why would you choose what's right or wrong? Why would you look for what's possible? Why would you try to figure out what makes someone else happy? You've got to realize you can choose things other people do not have the ability or the capacity or the right to choose from their point of view. They didn't do something to deserve it, so it's not their right to choose. God gave you all the one thing you don't desire, which is free will. The ability to choose anything, whether or not it makes any sense to anyone else or not. Okay, so we can do a really quick, fun exercise, which is every 10 seconds, choose. Okay, so let me see if I have. Okay, so I'll set a timer and everybody just choose something, anything. So you can choose to pick up something, or you can choose to take a drink, or you can choose to leave the room, anything at all. But every 10 seconds, you have to make a different choice. or you can choose to do the same thing, but you're consciously choosing. Okay, ready? 10 seconds to choose. Choose something. Anyone? Okay. Now you have another 10 seconds to choose something. All right, someone's doing some exercises. Okay, another 10 seconds to choose something different or the same thing. And another 10 seconds to choose something. And another 10 seconds to choose something. Last one. Okay, last one. Last 10 seconds. What will you choose? It's pretty quick. Okay. There you go. So how many people chose something different? Okay. How many people had trouble choosing something? How many people chose to sit there doing the same thing for the whole time? No one? Okay. So living and a life are two different things. To have a life is, a conclusion, while living is to be constantly choosing something, like every 10 seconds, choosing. So when you're actually aware and ask a question and choose every 10 seconds, nothing can ever affect you. You're that anomaly that's walking. You're the question. You're the antidote to this reality. You're the immunization to this reality, because no one can put you in a box. You're always choosing something every 10 seconds. When I first started, and I first heard about this, 10 seconds, I keep thinking, 10 seconds? How can you choose something in 10 seconds? Like, I'm slow. I like to do things slowly. That's not enough time. How are you going to get anything done? You'll always be asking a question, and by the time you're done asking the question, you have to ask another question. And now it's just so much easier. So it is possible. And I see people who have been, or I see like Brendan or Dane or Simone or Gary, and they're always choosing every 10 seconds. And it's as simple as yes, no. Okay, do this, yes, no. Yes, okay, let's do it. And then that's how quick and simple a choice is. Okay, so everything is just an interesting point of view. Oh, hey, Jason, do you want to talk about that? Can you talk, or are you busy? Maybe busy. No? Okay. So right now we're doing a 6-month interesting point of view. So every day, there's a video on interesting point of view. And every day we're, asking the question, interesting point of view, and then going backwards to all the places that we were in an interesting point of view, and then going forward to, be an interesting point of view of everything that's going on. And we're on month 4, and it's been amazing. And it's really funny because the more I'm practicing this, the more I see that children actually are an interesting point of view most of the time already, and they can change their points of view just like that. So 1 second they want ice cream, the next second they forgot about it and they're doing something else completely different. It's that ability to shift and change at a moment's notice. And there's also other people like that. Like there's a young leaders group. I forgot exactly what they're called, but these are like I think they're 25 and under. I'm not sure, but they're just facilitators. Some of them are actually still teenagers, and their ability to just change on a dime is so like, it's really inspirational, I guess, because they can change. Like, they don't have a significant or solidified point of view. Everything's just an interesting point of view. So when you have that, you can change everything, you can change anything, and it's not hard. You don't have to dig deep and see like, okay, the cost of this was this, and I had a horrible childhood and that's why I'm choosing this, and now we have all this layers of stuff that I have to go through in order to get to that, in order to get to me. No, they're just like, oh, okay, you know what, that doesn't work, let's try this. Like, do you ever see anyone like that? Usually like the teenagers who don't do trauma and drama, they do that really quickly. Teenagers who do trauma and drama, it's kind of like the same as an adult. So I'm not saying that adults are, I'm just saying that adults usually have, for the most part, more significance on things. So what would it be like if you actually asked, you know, interesting point of view, I have this point of view, does this point of view work for me? And what is my reality? And what points of views can I have and take on that would actually contribute to that reality and whatever future I want to create? So, okay, to know what is true for you, pot and pock every point of view you have about everything. Once you pot and pock your points of view, you realize, oh, this isn't important. We make things important so we can judge them, so we can dismiss them. Okay, but if there's nothing that's important, you always have choice. Anyone have a question about that?
It's kind of a comment.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I actually, a couple months ago, had my closest friend want to stop being friends with me because I wouldn't take more fixed points of view about things. It was like kind of trippy. So it's just like really, really weird sometimes to be in that space where you're like, I'm good not having a point of view and jumping in while like people around you are like, but we gotta be here or whatever.
Yeah. It is. It's well, that's when Gary and Dean suggest, you know, picking up a point of view and using it. So if that friend is someone who is, you know, if you don't want to rock the boat or anything, like you could choose the point of view, you know that it's interesting. It's an interesting point of view. Okay, I'm just picking it up. I'm using it for now. It's like, you know, it's like if I'm using a different hair product or something. Okay, I'm using this today. Okay, now my hair smells like this. Okay, I like that. It's really weird. But then you can always change it and just, and if you're okay with, oh, you know what, I don't have a point of view, this is fine. This is a pretty nice space. That's also okay. And it's all interesting.
Yeah, thank you for that. There's made me aware of the huge difference between choosing to have a point of view and kind of getting suckered into a point of view, or a point of view like choosing me or something.
Yeah. And it's so much easier to choose something that works for you than to have, you know, bought it or have it impelled on you or imposed on you, and then have that ability and capacity to change it. Okay, so would an infinite being truly choose this? So anytime something's happening, I use this on my son a lot, my oldest. If he gets, I would say it's kind of like an anxiety, but he would just get in a space where he's overwhelmed. And then I would just ask him, okay, so are you an infinite being? If you are, like, can you show me? And then he'll go, I'm this big. And then he'll snap out of it. So if an infinite being wouldn't, why are you choosing it? Would you choose to feel bad about spending money? Or would you go, okay, how is this going to create something? And what's it going to create? And it all goes to that asking a question thing again. Okay, cool. That was like the heavy stuff. All right. Actually, I want to do something different today. Let's see. But maybe we'll do it a little later. So, okay. Shall we just spin the roulette? Someone say stop. Oh, wait, I'm not ready. Okay, go ahead, say stop. Anyone? Okay, I guess we stopped here. Do you really like people? Did we do this yet?
Yeah.
We did? Okay. So let's do this again. All of you who have decided being romantic means that everything is going to turn out the way you really want it. Well, you're just trying to create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine trips, boys and beyond. How many jails are you using to create the dominance of equals MC squared, as being romantic will always make the world turn out to be a better place, which equals you're getting divorced, are you choosing? And everything that brings up. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine trips, boys and beyond. And we did proving, doing, and being, and this. So maybe I was supposed to go up.
Could you please
Oh,
run?
money.
Could you
Yes.
please run again the people clearing? I guess I could use that.
Oh, the people.
Yes, if you don't mind.
Okay, so we did the money stuff too. We did generosity of spirit, correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. All right, you know what? I'm going to read some new clearings. Oh, okay. Some new clearings here.
I turned my camera off because I was actually moving my body. I feel like I let things out of my body when I move my body, dance or something like this. I was listening all the time, but I was like doing crazy moves. And I think that helps. Just you know, I hope nobody needs that, but if you feel like weird, just shake it off, shake your booty, right, Annie?
Yeah, the abundance.
Bunda. Moving your bunda, you have more abundance, right?
Yes.
It makes sense because you're moving like the creation chakra, like the centers. So yeah.
Yes. Cool. Um, Okay, so this is, well, how does it get any better than this? Okay. Okay, so I have a whole bunch of clearings that I really like, so I'll share it with you guys. Because yesterday was all about, I think for this session, we all talked about money. So there are some more money clearings. Okay, all the points of view, energies, ideas, projections, expectations, judgments, vibrations that you bought from others about money in this lifetime and any other lifetimes and any other dimensions, past, present, and future, will you destroy and uncreate them all? Right, wrong, good, bad, poor, all nine truths, voice, and beyond. Everywhere that you've eliminated the question of money in favor of seeking the point of view that everybody else has about money, will you destroy and uncreate that, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, poor, all nine truths, voice, and beyond. Okay. How many points of views, energies, thoughts, feelings, emotions, and vibrations did you buy from your parents about money before the age of 2? And everything that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate it and dissipate and release it and return to sender with consciousness attached? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine tricks, bliss, and beyond. Okay. How many points of views have you duplicated about money from people who actually don't like money? And everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine truths, bliss, and beyond. If you're talking about money being hard, having stress around money, and not having enough of it, what you're actually indicating is a receiving issue. When you change the receiving, the money shifts. Everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine tricks, voice, and beyond. All of the projections, expectations, separations, rejections, and judgments of money that you bought from others, will you destroy and uncreate them all, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine tricks, voice, and beyond. If you had your reality with money, what would that be? And everything that does not allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine tricks, voice, and beyond. Phew. And are you making yourself wrong for your current financial reality? And everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine tricks, voice, and beyond. And now the fun ones. What energy, space, consciousness, and choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can you and your body be to actualize your difference financially with ease? And everything that doesn't allow that, times the godzillion, destroy and uncreate it, right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine tricks, voice, and beyond. Where did you learn getting rid of money as fast as you can from? And everything, everywhere you made that your reality, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine tricks, voice, and beyond. Everywhere you believe that money is the root of all evil, that it's naughty, bad, gross, it's for horrible people, and all the other points of view, judgments of energy or energies that you have about money, will you revoke, recant, rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate all of that? Times a godzillion.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine tricks, voice, and beyond. Did you ever give up? Did you quit on what you know to be possible? And everything that brings up and every part of this reality that beats that out of you, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine truths, voice, and beyond. Okay, just a couple more. All the distractor implants of fear, blame, shame, doubt, regret, guilt, love, sex, jealousy, and peace that you have around money and finances, will you revoke or can rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate them all? Times of God's billion.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all nine, church, bliss, and beyond. Anything that you have coming up with money is the justification against receiving. Everything that is, and everywhere you've allowed yourself to buy that there is a money problem, because there is not a money problem, will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all nine, truths, bliss, and beyond. All of the doors that you have shut where money could have come to you, will you destroy and uncreate all of that? And everything
Yes.
you've done to shut them down, and can you now open them back up?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all nine, truths, bliss, and beyond. Okay. How much receiving have you eliminated because other people can't receive it? And everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all nine, truths, bliss, and beyond. How much ease and receiving have you eliminated because you cannot define it or control it? And everything that is times of God's billion, will you destroy and uncreate them?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all nine, truths, bliss, and beyond. Okay.
Just send us.
You. Yes.
Could you send us these clearings later?
Oh, I can't actually.
You cannot.
I cannot.
It's recording anyway.
Yes. So I would, but this is all like from one of the classes that I've taken. So it's actually
I
I
understand.
just thought it was funny.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. So that's it. Okay. So guys, if you can, try to run your implant band at least. You know, especially if you start having a headache or anything. I mean, feeling spacey is fine, but if you could run your bars, that would be amazing. Okay.
I'm gonna have them run.
Okay. So, money, we went over language. Or
Not yet.
not yet? Okay. So but we did the numbers, I remember. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so definition of words. So these are all the words you should eliminate, or at least eliminate the definition that creates the limitation. So what invention are you using to create the needs you are choosing? And everything that is times by God's billion, will you destroy and create it all, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all nine, shirts, bliss, and beyond. Okay. All the definitions you have of why, try, need, want, but never, will you now eliminate those as the necessities for communication? And
Yes.
everything that is times the God's billion, just trying to create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all nine, shirts, bliss, and beyond. So why, try, need, want, but never are all words that you shouldn't use. But I know that we all use it because it's like very ingrained in the English language.
What would you? I'm sorry. What would you change the want word for? What?
Okay, so instead of want, like ask a question Like, what can I ask of? What can I ask for? So instead of want, turn it into an ask. Or you can use desire. So what do I desire here? Because the last definition of want is actually to desire, and that's how most people use it. Like, I want this, I desire this. Okay.
But desire here also has the meaning that you don't have, the lack.
Hmm.
Right?
So, desire in Portuguese, is that what you mean?
Yeah, desire is like you really want something.
Mm-hmm.
The desire for it is the same in Portuguese, the same meaning.
Okay.
When you
Well,
doesn't mean that you don't have it, meaning that you lack this thing that you desire.
so when you think of want as lack and then desire, desire, it has a different energy. It's like need. The way that most people use it is there's a need, there's something that they're missing and they need it. And there's this needy energy to it. And there's also something in access called need and tug, where you use that need without the needy energy. And it's kind of similar to desire, where you use it, you ask for it, and then because of that, you tug it. And you tug it into your reality. So in this case, I would just ask a question. Like, what is it that what am I asking for? Okay, what do I want? Okay, want doesn't have the energy that I'd like to create. Okay, so what am I actually asking for here? And then you can use it to create a question. Okay, if you're into your brain and your mind trying to figure it out, are you actually asking a question or are you thinking about it?
Yeah. I think I have to ask more questions.
Yes. So I said earlier, like, and even on here it says you wish to eliminate the following words from your vocabulary. You don't actually have to. I always say try. And then, I make fun of myself. I'm saying try. And then there's that Yoda saying, what is it? Do. Or there is no try. There is only do or not do. Something like that. I forgot. My brain is missing. So yes, just turn it. Like whenever you catch yourself saying, I want this, what if you turn it into a desire? Or what if you turn it into an ask? So you don't have to make yourself wrong for using these words. Or, when other people use it and you're like, oh, you're saying you lack this.
Like what would it be if I have that? This would be more like desire kind of thing.
What is the question that you're asking? I said try again.
I'm trying to. No, like I was just trying to respond to your previous questions. I got lost now, so sorry. Just go.
Okay. Yeah, my short-term memory is like off.
We both are doing like this double shift thing. on foundation. Can I tell them?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Like, I'm doing 2 foundations these 6 days, guys. She's teaching in the morning and in the evening. So
Oh, so it's like
and process.
double the double the head explosions. So, yeah. So just turn it into a question. That's what I would do.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Language. And well, let's say this again. All the definitions you have of try, why, need, want, but, never, will you now eliminate those as the necessities for communication? And everything that is times the God's billion, will you destroy and create it all, please? Right, wrong,
Yes.
good, bad, pop, all 9 truths, voice, and beyond. Thank you for saying yes. I like the audience participation. Okay, so language. Words create. The magic of writing words is that they all have an energy that creates. What are you creating with the energy of words you are using? Words have a vibration. Every word is translatable. Words create certain energies. Energy is the first language. So when a baby is crying, you can actually, like even young children, their voice, like even if they're not saying words, it carries a vibration. And like it's really cool to just, you know, listen and then start noticing and perceiving where words and voice actually all have a vibration. And that's the kid's first language, energy. What energy, space, consciousness, and choice can I be to be transliterate with all languages for all eternity? Everything that doesn't allow that times the God's billion. Will you destroy
Yes.
and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, top, back, all 9 truths, voice, and beyond. To be transliterate means that you get to see how every language somehow is translatable. So you can understand all languages and you can speak in a way that communicates to whatever language. It's kind of really, it's really cool. Once or twice, it's happened where someone was speaking in a different language and I understood it in my head, and then somehow I communicated to them and they only understood that one language. So what energy, space, consciousness, and choice can I be to be so fluent and transliterate I never have a problem again for all eternity? And everything that doesn't allow that times the God's billion, will you destroy and create it all, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pun and pock, all 9 tricks, bliss and beyond. Energy is the ultimate source of all language. Okay. Which ones haven't we gone over yet?
The empaths.
Empaths, okay. So healing,
Yeah.
okay. Let's see. So, okay, this is perfect. Because I wanted to have everyone do the who does it belong to. So we'll go from who does it belong to, and then let's see how far we can get. Okay. Thanks for keeping track. Okay. Actually, I think we went through a lot already.
Yeah.
Patrick is asking for money clearing, right, Patrick?
I'll take all the clearings.
I saw on the chat. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay. So who does it belong to? I challenged the morning class to do 3 days of who does it belong to. So that means for every thought, for every feeling, for every emotion that comes, like even anything in your body, like pain or soreness or something new, maybe a tummy ache too, or a headache. For everything that comes up, ask, who does it belong to? So is this mine? Who does it belong to? What am I aware of? And if it doesn't belong to you, would you return to sender with consciousness attached? Okay, so today is day 2. It's only day 2. So for the next 3 days, ask the question of for everything. So right now, is there any thoughts that are going on in your head? Like maybe, what am I going to make for breakfast? Or what am I gonna make for dinner? So ask, who does it belong to? Okay, is this mine? Who does it belong to? Okay, so return to sender with consciousness attached. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all 9 tricks, worth and beyond. Okay, so if you have something in your body, like let's say there's something in your stomach that you feel, like a sensation, you can ask, okay, is this mine? Yes, no. Okay, who does it belong to? Okay, return to sender with consciousness attached. And when you ask the question, you can get a sense of whatever that is, start to lighten. And then that's when you can return to sender with consciousness attached. Or if it is yours, then just say pot and pock, or right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pock, all 9 truths, worth and beyond, and start to clear it.
I just want
So,
to show you guys the app that
yes.
asks us every 10 minutes. So you don't have to remember. Every 10 minutes, I get a text from this. Who does this belong to? I put it on.
So yeah, it's on the bottom of your manual, the drdanehere.com / who does this belong to.
This also seems like a good practice to help choosing every 10 seconds. If I'm choosing to ask who does this belong to every 10 seconds.
Yes. So, and eventually you'll start being the question. So you'll be the energy of the question, and then it'll be really clear what's yours and what you're aware of in others. And then you can just return to sender, or it doesn't even, it just flows through. Sorry guys, I'm crunching.
We all are.
So being a healer, everybody's favorite part. How many of you how many of you have healing abilities that you never acknowledge? All of you who haven't acknowledged them, and everything that doesn't allow you to totally acknowledge them, will you destroy and create that?
Yes.
Okay. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pock, all 9 truths, voice, and beyond. What have you decided is wrong with your body? Are you so aware? Oh, are you aware so much and you always assume it somehow has something to do with your body? Like, One of the things that Dr. Dane here talks about is when you're working with someone, every time you have a client that you're working on or you're running someone's birth or body process, whenever you start to feel something in your body or get a sensation, it's not yours. It's that other person that you're working on.
Mm.
So is this really your body's, or is your body just aware? Okay, so how much of the pain in your body are you using to take care of other people and you're not acknowledging it? A lot, a little, or megaton a lot, lattes. Megaton a lattes. There you go. And everything that is times for God's billion, will you destroy and create it all, please?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all nine shirts, boys, and beyond. How much of the tiredness in your body are you using to take care of other people and not acknowledging? A lot, a little, or a megaton of lattes. Yeah, so everything that is times the God's billion, will you destroy and create it all, please?
Yes.
Okay, that's the big one. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all nine tricks, boys, and beyond. Okay, so what else? There's tiredness, there's pain. What else do we? Okay, how much of the disease in your body are you using to take care of other people and not acknowledging? And everything that is times the God's billion, will you destroy and create it all, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh, right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all nine shirts, boys, and beyond. Are you a healer? What would happen if you were a healer? And all of the definitions you have of healing that make you take away all of their pain and suffering and change them. And it's all about you, will you destroy and create it all, please?
Yes.
Wrong, good and bad, pun and back, all nine shirts, boys, and beyond. So you have to acknowledge that you're healing, that your body has the healing ability. And you also have to acknowledge that you have the killing capacity in addition to the healing capacity, or you will always be at the effect of your healing. Okay. So Gary explains it here. If you're not willing to have the killing energy that would make you so potent, you're no longer at the effect of any reality. One of the things you're not willing to kill is the limitation that causes the disease, the debilitation, or the stiffness. So you're actually using that killing energy to kill limitation. You have to have the killing energy in order to be the healer that you are, or you become at the effect of being the healer that you are, and you're not willing to kill. And being the healer you are from what you're not willing to kill in their world. Okay, so everything that rings up or lets down. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all nine shirts, boys, and beyond. The reason people get diseases has nothing to do with the disease and everything to do with their point of view. So when you're working with someone, you can always ask, what does this person need from me, require from me, desire from me, and do I want to give it? You have to be willing to give to the person what the person desires. And it doesn't have to be physically, it could be energetically. And you actually don't have to give energetically. You just have to have the willingness. Anytime you don't have the willingness, you're actually creating a barrier and a resistance. So everything that brings up, right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all nine shirts, boys, and beyond. And anywhere you're not willing to give to the person what the person desires or requires or needs, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all nine shirts, boys, and beyond. and everywhere that you misidentified and misapplied willingness as actually, what's another word for committed? I can't think of the word right now. um,
Agreement?
Agreement. Like kind of when you force someone to do something because of a commitment.
And loyalty.
Okay.
Devoted.
Blackmail?
Relating? No.
Okay, so everywhere you've misidentified and misapplied the willingness to do or be something as a not commitment. Oh, obligation. Okay. So everywhere you have misidentified and misapplied willingness as an obligation, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine, truth, voice, and beyond. Choosing to be willing to do something doesn't mean that you actually have to do it, but it opens you up to more possibilities. You can choose to actually give it, or you can choose not to give it, but you're still willing to. Okay. Sexual healers. Okay. So how many of you are actually sexual healers and you always pick someone to have sex with at the end, and at the end of it, you feel like shit and they feel wonderful? Everywhere that you've been a sexual healer and you keep pretending you are not, will you destroy and uncreate all of that? And acknowledge it, please.
Yes.
So right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine, truth, voice, and beyond. Okay, so you have all these abilities and you cannot not do them. So you're always doing it. The only thing you can do is to be aware and then, choose wisely, I guess. So instead, when you're going to have sex with someone, before you do, ask, will it be easy? Will it be fun? Will I learn something? Will I be happier afterwards? Will they be grateful? And will I make more money? And even if there's only one person that you have sex with, you can ask this question every time because it's always different. Each time is different. So everything that brought up, right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine, truth, voice, and beyond. Or you could just hug them. That's my joke from this morning. Okay. So empaths and healing. An empath is a healer, the extreme version. So when you have empathic ability, you take away everybody's pains, everybody's suffering out of people, and then you bring it into your own body. Whew. Okay, so everything that brought up or let down, would you just try and create it, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong. Good, bad, POC, all nine, truth, voice, and beyond. Okay. So I guess there's a lot of people on here just doing that. Okay. In the words of Dane, stop it. Okay. So as an empath, you take other people's lives and fixed realities and you lock them in your body as though they're yours. And then once you lock it in your body, then you do create it as yours. How many of you have been locking things into your body so they don't go back to the person you just healed? And everything you've done to lock it into your body so it doesn't go back to them, will you destroy and uncreate it all, please?
Yes.
Ooh. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POC, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. If you let it go, it won't go back to them. Once you dissipate it out of their world, it's done. The only thing that they can do is choose to create it again. And that's when you have people who have chronic diseases, it's because they keep choosing to create it. So in that case, what question can you be? What energy, space, and consciousness can you be that would actually invite them to choose something different? And that's the same energy as the number 5, the algorithmic interrupt. Okay. So how many of you have been locking things into your body so they don't go back to the person you just healed? And everything you've done to lock into your body so it doesn't go back to them, will you destroy and uncreate it all, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POC, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. And where you implanted and explanted to believe that you had to do this and take all the death and suffering and pain out of others until you finally died. And everything you aligned and agreed with and resisted and reacted to that allows that to exist, will you destroy and uncreate that all, please?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, quantum POC, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. And if you have someone like a family member or a friend and you're able to, you can actually create a clearing with these, all 3 of these clearings. So just say on your phone and then loop it and play it low on low volume in their room or next to them. And they'll start to unravel and unlock all the places where they've done this. So it's you can put it on low volume as long as it's like very low volume, but it's still playing. Like their brain would actually process it, and then so it's still from choice, but they'll start to unravel all of the places where they've done this. So where you implanted and explanted to believe that you had to do this and take all of the death and suffering and pain out of others until you finally died. And everything you aligned and agreed with and resisted and reacted to that allows that to exist, will you destroy and uncreate it all, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POC, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. And the last one is the really amazing one because it opens you up to what is possible. You know, if you've been a healer and it kind of sucks because your whole body is like deteriorating, this last clearing actually, you know, unlocks that and starts you to claiming the gift that you are, the gift that you have. So instead of treating it as a curse, it's a gift. And when you know you have a gift and people are recognizing it and you're recognizing it, do you have a greater sense of, oh, you know what? I have a gift. I want to live, instead of destroying your body. So, and everywhere you decided you never wanted to be a healer again, you never wanted to be an empath again, and you never wanted to know what you know, and you never wanted to be that aware again, will you destroy and uncreate it all, please? And claim and
Yes.
own your phenomenal healing capacities and abilities and your empathic abilities so you know what to do with it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POC, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. So everywhere you decided you never wanted to be a healer again, you never wanted to be an empath again, and you never wanted to know what you know, and you never wanted to be that aware again, will you destroy and uncreate it, please, and claim and own your phenomenal healing capacities and abilities and gifts, and your empathic abilities so you know what to do with it. Right,
Yes.
Rangadasa, Pakal, Nitrix, Voice, and Beyond. So all of you are a gift, and it's time to show the world the gift that you be. Okay, tracking the insanity. It's crazy how aware you and your body are. We think that pain is real. It's not. It's more often than not something that you're aware of that almost nobody else is aware of. So every pain that you have is a potency that you're not using. Okay. So when you ask the question, who does it belong to? And the pain is still there, it's a potency that you're aware of. So when that's the case, then you can actually imagine the pain like going to your hands, like the energetic thing, the numbers, and then have all of that here, and then just go 1, 2, frac, 1, 2, frac, or 1, 2, 3, frac, frac, frac. And when you're doing that, you're fracking that insanity that holds that pain in place. Okay. Let's see. Pain, whether it's mental, physical, sexual, emotional, if you apply it to the insanity, it will frack the insanity and allow consciousness to seep up through it. So it's like you're letting consciousness and the truth of your being to slowly go up to the surface. Okay. Anger at someone that feels like it's twisting your guts is a form of pain. Judgment is a form of pain. Sadness is a form of pain. Tiredness can be a form of pain. All of these things that are not ease, that's not joy and glory, and the sense of lightness and possibility, use that pain to frack the insanity. Okay, fracking, that's what they do to get oil out of rocks or like in the oceans or out on land. They go in, they explode the earth and then allow the oil to come up. Pains, that's all the things that you think you cannot change. Pain is what we use as a way to determine what we need to change. And insanity is the non-working elements of this reality. What if pain was not the need of change, but pain was the choice of creating more? You've got to look at it as the choice of creating more change in the world and more possibility. Pain is always a possibility. Okay. Any questions?
So pain, it will be like a thermostat, just to show that you need to change something.
Yeah. And there's the 4 questions. You can always ask, what is this? Or who does it belong to? If it's a pain that your body's just aware of from other bodies in the area, then you can return to sender to dissipate it. And if it's a pain that remains, okay, so all the insanity that's holding this in place, frack, 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 frack. You can also, have you ever heard of the term pain in the neck? So what if you're watching some sort of like government, like you see the government on TV or like some politician or something, and then you start to have a pain in your neck or shoulders. Okay, So if there's something about that I can frack, okay, cool, I can. So just frack the insanity of government and politics. Frack, 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 frack. So, and that's really owning your power. And, you know, I was looking at the election because that's, you know, that's the big thing that's going on in the US. And there's a one of the states that's a swing state, only 8,000 people, you know, because of those 8,000 people voting a certain way, you know, the one or the other of the candidates won. So if you think of it as you're fracking, you're changing the molecules like on a subatomic level. Like if enough of those change, then you can actually create a change. And if enough of us do the fracking, you know, we're actually creating a change on the planet. And there's someone, Kalpana, I actually, we had a free call together, and she's really amazing. She's doing a free fracking series. So every day, I think it's already been 80 or 90 days where she's been fracking every day to change whatever it is. I haven't actually seen like most of it, but she's there, and there's a lot of other facilitators who are doing these things for free so that we can actually be invited to change something. Okay, so MTVSS, did we do this yesterday? Okay, cool. So we can do
Yeah.
this today. Okay, so this is amazing for everything. It's like if there's one body process that you ever learn, MTVSS. So the information we have in the foundation is just the basic. There's a lot more information in the sheets. So if you were to take a 1 day or half day body process class, there's more information on that. So we'll touch a little bit on it just because I know this is something that'll contribute to you and contribute to the people around you. So we'll actually, so first let's start the process, and we'll run it on ourselves. So it's on the immune system points, and the immune system is your forehead or your third eye, and then you're right in the middle of your chest. So that's one. And then right under your rib cage, this is your spleen and your liver. Spleen is on the right side, liver on the left. Spleen is on the left side, liver is on the right side. And your back, lower back, right above the buttocks, that's your kidneys right here. So those are the immune system points. Okay, so just hold your hands on your third eye or forehead and your thymus, which is right in the middle of your chest. And you just say MTVSS and all the rest, run. 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 And then you'll start to perceive energy running. MTVSS stands for Molecular Terminal Valence Swelling Systems. And it comes with a whole set of other energies. So while you're running that, I'll actually read the rest of the energies. especially since most of you are new. And we lost Jasmine. We lost the Jays, Jasmine and Jason. So hopefully they can hop back on soon. Okay. So all of the energies that are in the MTVSS, and then when you're done with this point, go to the next point, which is the spleen and liver. So right underneath your rib cage. Okay, so Jasmine, we're just running on our forehead and the heart area, MTVSS and all the rest, run, MTVSS and all the rest, run. And then when you're done with that, you can start on your spleen and liver, which is right under the rib cage. MTVSS and all the rest, run. Okay, so all the rest are these. So molecular terminal valence flowing systems, gravity impaction systems, gravity density systems, all of the grid systems of the body with any dysfunctions, molecular terminal valence flowing systems, all elements of cellular and muscular structure that have been interfered with to diminish proper cellular function, molecular valence augmenting addition systems, molecular cohesion systems, time before time systems, no time after time systems, non-compatible body parts, incompatible body parts, molecular interfacing, degrading and degenerating systems, energy version systems, which include subversion, conversion, perversion, introversion, extroversion, aversion, and all other versions, separation filter systems and barrier systems, interfaces with the functioning of and communication between bodies and beings, craniosacral dysfunction systems, exodermal adhesion systems, exodermal and endodermal molecular transfer systems, molecular, muscular, meso-exo, and endodermal create systems, molecular, muscular, meso-exo, and endodermal destruct systems, electrical, molecular, muscular, meso-exo, and endodermal create systems, and electrical, molecular, muscular, meso-exo, and endodermal destruct systems, all 67 metabolisms that have been interfered with to diminish proper functioning, mimicking systems which mimic RNA, DNA, LNA, and all the other nucleic programming, limitation inculcated into the body through atomic, subatomic, pre-atomic structures, and molecular and chromosomal programming. Interface interlocking degenerative systems and install chaos. So those are all the different body processes involved. And I will, what's the other thing? I think that's it. So when you're done with the spleen and liver, you can move to your kidneys, which is your lower back on both sides. Okay, and if you can find a body to practice on before we next meet, that would be awesome. Okay, so let me read the rest of these. Okay, so Gary and Dane recommend that you do this 20 to 30 times, and then your whole body would actually change. So MTVSS is one of the most dynamic hands-on tools in Access. Whereas cellular memory is best used to undo the effects of trauma, recent or old, and scar tissue in the body, MTVSS is often the tool of choice for undoing almost any other way the body is malfunctioning. and it can have a major effect on the immune system, especially when done on the joints. MTVSS can undo ways that our bodies have been altered throughout time, space, dimensions, and realities, including being implanted for the purpose of making us appear more human and for any other reason. MTVSS unlocks programming that keeps your body from becoming humanoid embodiment. When undoing trauma in particular, a person may experience trauma as their body undoes the damage that has been done to it. This might be uncomfortable. So it's like going through the layers and undoing it. So you might have to go through some discomfort to undo that. But then once you return the body to the way it was, then there's no more discomfort. Okay. If the person is willing to experience this discomfort, the results can be quite dramatic, providing ease and healing, which years of more conventional treatment have not been able to provide. It is helpful to have MTVSS done by different people because sessions with different people clear different levels of energy. This is the same for having your bars done by different people. It's to clear different energies. It is better to have it done than not, almost no matter who does it. So Gary has said that if you have done it weekly for 10 weeks, your body will start to show up as it was designed to be. So if you'd like to do that or find a partner to do that with, like you can run MTVSS. The simplest would be on the immune system points or the joints. So joints are like elbows, wrists, ankles, knees, the main joints like hips, and then your neck, your vertebrae. Okay. And we don't really need to go through the explanation. Just try it. I'm not sure if all of you have seen, but there was, I had burn on my face. And yeah, so I'm not sure if I have. Let me see if I can find it somewhere. But I had a burn before I joined a live access class. Let me stop the share for a second. There you go. So I had a burn on my face, and it was actually the emergency doctor said that I needed to have plastic surgery to repair my skin, and I didn't want to do that, so I decided to take some access classes for the first time. So I took bars class, and then I took foundation class right after that. So every 2 weeks I was taking a major access class depending on whether or not we can make it in that area. So foundation, and then 3-day body, and then another 3-day body, and then COP. So by the time I was in COP, which was only a few months, my entire face was healed. And this was a very major burn. So I never went back to the doctor. So she doesn't know what happened. And I actually, taking pictures of my burn wasn't something I was thinking of. So I don't really have a lot of pictures from that time period. But I used MTVSS and facelift. I really do recommend using MTVSS because it's just so dynamic.
And so you said we can do that on any joints as well, and then we just say the same statement to turn it on?
Yes, MTVSS and all the rest run. And you can also, there's a lot of different ways to use it. You can also just ask your body. Let's say you're exercising or you're working out your muscles. I've used this when I have to run up like a walk up for like an apartment. If I had to run, I'd use the MTVSS on my whole body. I'll just say, okay, MTVSS and all the rest, run. And then I'm not as tired. And then when the times when I forget to use it, by the end of like the 4th floor, I'll be like huffing and puffing and tired. So it's really interesting to see the effect that it has. So you can use it that way. And then you can also ask your body, okay, body, where do you require MTVSS? And you can just place your hands wherever. Okay, and then there is a list of certain spots that you can use. And those are for specific body systems, like your skeletal system, your skin, some organ systems like digestive system, your lungs, and things like that. And there are specific spots and points that you can hold for those. Okay, and let me see if I can open it up on here so we can see at least. Okay. Okay, just give me a couple seconds. Okay. Okay, and then after this, we can take a quick break. Okay. So these are all the different body placements, hand placements for bodies. So you can use MTVSS on individual organs. So individual or thick organs can be handled by contacting the areas indicated below. The key to doing MTVSS is to follow the energy. And the following are the individual places that MTVSS can be run to create a result. And these are just suggestions. So you can always ask the body, okay, body, where would you like my hands to go to create the greatest change? So metabolism and metabolic rate of cells, respiratory system, both sides of the rib cage, electrical systems of the body, that's the hands at the base of the skull and at the base of the spine at the sacrum. So it's similar to biomimetic mimicry, the back of the head and the sacrum. Okay, the central nervous system, It's also at the base of the skull and the base of the spine at the sacrum. So we can ask for and run the electrical and central nervous system separately because they are different systems. But you can also ask for, you can ask for them to run at the same time, but you have to ask for electrical system and central nervous system run, and then ask the body if it would like both to run at the same time too. So digestive system, hands over the heart and the stomach. Intestines, hands over the heart and the belly button. The head, and then the bottoms of the feet. So the easiest way to do this is to be in the fetal position. So you can put your hand on one end and then put your hand on the other end. The skeletal is one hand is at the head and the other at the feet, so the same as dermofacial. Lymphatic system and hormone system are on the lymph nodes, hands on the side of the neck. So most of your lymph nodes are right here under the neck and throughout the neck. So on the side of the neck. Reproductive system, hands on the ovaries for women. So the ovaries are right on either side of your belly button and a little bit lower down. Okay, and then for the men, groin area. So, and the top of the legs. So you can put it like right where the legs meet the torso. Put one on either side of the leg. On either side, on top of the leg. There you go. And the pubic bone asks for whatever causes and contributes to impotence and frigidity. Okay. So any questions with that? And these are all the different energies that we already looked at earlier. Okay, so we can take a quick break and then we'll listen to an ESC, which is, for this you can lay down, relax, and then it's usually an hour. Okay, and then that'll be it for class today. So let's take a 10-minute break, 10 to 15-minute break, and then I'll set up the ESC for everybody. And let me pause the recording because I didn't do that. Okay, so I found what is it? Oh, I found the facelift thing. Okay, so I'll just screen share really quick. Let's see. I'm not gonna play the whole video, but that's what it looks like. So really interesting. Stop the share. And then if you can be in a comfortable spot, you can lay down or you can sit, and we'll play the, what do you call it?
ESC.
Yes, the ESC.
How did you burn yourself?
With the hot oil.
With the hot oil. Oh.
Yes.
It splashed on your face?
On my face, my neck, and then parts of my arm.
And it was like the whole thing. I didn't see, like I just saw here, but it was
Yeah, it was just the half. So,
not just.
but I used the well, Bars really helped, and then MTVSS and the facelift.
Amazing. How long ago was this?
A little over 3 years now.
Amazing.
And within a few months, it was completely healed. So it's, you can't even tell which side.
Unbelievable.
Um,
Congrats.
Okay, I'm not very good with using iTunes, so bear with me.
How can you
Okay,
get
here you go. Okay, can you see it? No, I guess the more important thing is, can you hear it if I play it? Okay, I'm gonna start playing and tell me if you can hear it. Can you hear it?
No. There's
No.
actually an option to just share your computer sound.
Oh,
If you hit
how do I
the
do
shares,
that?
if you hit share screen, there should be a tab that says advanced, I think. And then one of them should say like computer sound only.
Okay. Let's try it. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, let's see if we can hear this.
Down and then contributor. Whatever you want
Can
to
you
do.
hear it?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Would
Yay.
love your help. Contribution.
So relax. Just listen to Dane, and then
Or you can just lie down and then contributor. Whatever you want to do. If you are walking around contributing, if you've been to a lot of these and you want to, that's fine. But don't use your eyes to focus. Soft focus. If there's not a table, you can just lie on 4 chairs or lie on the stage. There's tables over there. Pearl, there's tables over there if you want. Are you Australian? You're used to lying on the ground? Cool. If you're brand new to this, just know you can't do it wrong. Sorry. I know you'll think you will, but that's okay. You're good at that. So, please lie down. Please close your eyes. Take a deep breath in from the top of your head down to the tips of those cute, sweet, adorable little toes of yours. Thanking your sweet body for being the gift that it is. Thanking you for being the gift that you are. And one more deep breath in. Breathing in the gratitude you have for this beautiful planet and everyone and everything on it. Breathing in the awareness of how you know the planet could be. There is a greater possibility available because you are here, because we are here. Fives or something, please recognize you don't have to move your hands at all. Your energy is a contribution. And if you hear Portuguese or Spanish, it's probably not just in your head. Allow yourself, your awareness, your being to reach out and connect with all those people around the world who are listening also, contributing, receiving. And if you're at home somewhere around the world or in a pod with some other beautiful people, allow yourself to reach out to all of us. What does our earth desire of you, my beautiful friends? What does our earth require? What can you be that is a contribution to every one and everything on this planet that is desiring and seeking more consciousness, more of itself as it truly is, beyond the ordered world and reality in which we live? What do you know, my beautiful friends? What do we know? What do our bodies know? What vibration? What consciousness, what awareness, what energy, what space do we in our bodies know? And are we aware of? What contribution can this ESC be to you? And all of us. What else is possible? What gift are you that you always hoped someone would acknowledge? Beautiful you, what do you know? We all have choice. What would you like to choose? What would you choose if there were no limitation on what you could choose? What energy, space, and consciousness would you and your body be? And allow you and your body to receive. Imagine if it were a gift to be alive. Imagine if you had the gift of thriving. So enjoying your life and your living in your body. What would it be like if you were actually creating your life and living to such a degree you were grateful for you and happy to be alive? Our planet needs you and your joy. What if you recognized that truly creating your life was the greatest contribution to the planet you could be? What if you could go beyond all the weird, fucked up shit here? What if you are that which is beyond all the weird, fucked up shit here? What if all that weird, fucked up shit didn't have to determine your life, your living, your reality, your world, your sense of possibilities, your sense of joy or anything else anymore? Beautiful you. Beautiful, amazing, phenomenal contribution and gift. And I know how you forget sometimes. So do I. And I listen to an Access class or an ESC, and I recall again the energy of me. The energy I'm here to be and contribute. The energy I'm here to receive. And in that receiving, how much it opens up. And gifts to everything I'm receiving from. There's something totally different possible, my beautiful friend. Totally different possible with your life and living. If you're walking around contributing, remember this is about all of us. All of us. What do you know, my beautiful friends? And what are you? What contribution, what gifting, what receiving. Imagine allowing the chaos
Permitir o caos
of the world
do mundo
to be your domain.
ser o seu domínio.
The idea that order is the only
A ideia
good
de
is
que a
what order
ordem é a
tells
única
you.
boa é o que a ordem te diz.
It's what order tells you.
É o que a ordem diz a você.
It's what order
É o que a
tells you.
ordem te diz
To preserve itself
para se preservar
in its limited point of view in reality. in the face of chaos and its ability to create great and greater possibilities. Imagine not just receiving the CSC, but what contribution are you to all of us? The contribution is your energy, your awareness. What are you that you've never acknowledged being? And it's time to finally be. 1, 4, 1, 2, 3. What if it's time for this money thing that you've been using to not have everything you desire to finally end once and for all? 4, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful you. Beautiful you. Sorry you haven't been told how beautiful and phenomenal you are every day of your life. What a gift you are. What would it be like if you had been? If you had been told how amazing and beautiful you are every day from the moment you were conceived. By your parents, by everyone you came into contact with, by the earth as an energetic acknowledgement. And imagine if you'd been totally willing to receive it and able to. Imagine if you never denied it again. What else would be possible? What else would be creatable, choosable, livable, enjoyable? How different would your world be? How different would you be? On 3, 1, 2, 3! It's time to live, my beautiful friends, and go beyond everything else that we've known. It's fucking time. It's fucking time. 1, 2, 3. It's time. It's time. Beautiful you. It's time. It's time. Beautiful you. You have suffered long enough. 4, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful you, you know. You know. You know. And you perceive. And you know. And you receive the awareness of a different world, and what if you would allow that different world to run through your body too, in your life, and have the awareness that you have total choice. If your world were no longer a mental construct, but a livable, malleable, energetic reality. What if a totally different world is available and possible? As your world, as our world, as the world Become aware of what it would be like if the world were as you know it can be and desire it to be. What are you and what can you be and what can you choose from that that will create that as our world and our reality? Our world. Imagine a world of people similar to you who desire something different and greater and kinder and more inclusive and gentler, that embraces our potency and our capacity and our awareness and our superpowers. Imagine a world in which you had all of your superpowers. And what if we go beyond imagining it to actually demanding that we create it? Perceive a world being created by you and by us that has all of your power and all of your superpowers present, and all of your caring and all of your desire for more for all of us, and all of your ability to receive. It's not about being perfect. It's about no longer having to be perfect. Beautiful you. What if there were no way to do reality right or wrong? What if there were just the gift of being alive? The gift of your sweet body, the gift of the people around you that care about you and contribute to you and support you and gift you, the gift of the planet contributing to you and all of us, the gift of you no longer feeling separate or being separate, the gift of you no longer being alone, but having people, having a planet, having resources and energies and beings and people that actually have your back and see the gift of you and contribute to you. Perceive the world in which that exists, and let's make a demand on 3, 1, 2, 3. And on 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. On 5, all the computations you have about all of it that get in the way of all of it actualizing now with total friggin' ease beyond your wildest concepts of how it could occur in your imagination about all of it. On 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know something, my beautiful friends. You are something the likes of which has never been seen nor perceived. What if now is the time? Now is the time. Now is the time! Beautiful you. beautiful you. Perceive having that in your awareness, and as your awareness about you and about all of us. What else would be possible? What else is possible now? It is simply your choice to choose within your grasp now. What if instead of looking for the moment where it could happen, where all the stars are aligned and perfection exists, if you recognize it as a choice that you can choose now, this moment? What if your choice in this moment changed every moment after this one based on your choice for the greater? To actually be aware of whatever it is you truly are, that only you know, that you've been hiding from everyone and everyone includes you. What if it is time to come out of hiding of you from you and hiding of you from everyone, which includes you? Be naked in the world with no walls and barriers. Simply the brilliance of your being shining forth, because there are no walls to keep you in and limit you and stop you any longer. On 4, if you're interested. 1, 2, 3. And we all have all of our reasons and justifications for why that cannot be, and for why we don't receive, and how we cannot be, and who we are not, and what we are not, and how we are not, and where and why. What if all of it is just the order? And the orders we've ordered into our lives. When you're truly ready for the change and choosing it, the change occurs, my beautiful friends. You are the gift of change this planet has been asking for. You are the gift of change this planet has been dying for the lack of. It is time to be that phenomenal gift that you have seen glimpses of as you. It's time to actually get to be it by choice. Perhaps with an element of joy. Even though you don't want to know it, because that's kind of chaotic and all. It'd be much more fun to order yourself into sadness and oblivion. Joy would be bad. 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 Good girl. Good boy. Bad. And if the greatest gift you give the world and the earth is being bad, beautiful being. I don't have to order you into existence anymore if you don't wanna. But one would think that 4 trillion years of it might be enough. Only you know. Could instead choose to be as bad as you know you are. Chaotic prince and princess of possibilities that you be. The chaos mage you don't want to know you are. The gray mage of chaos and possibilities. Beautiful you. Beautiful, yummy, delicious morsel of possibilities that you be. You're like a donut hole of chaos. All the flavor, none of the calories. It was awesome. Control freak that you are. I adore you even in your intensity of control. And when I say intensity, I mean intensity. Ordered motherfucker that you are. Pretending. Spent so long trying to get the fucking order thing right. The chaos you've been asking for 4 trillion years is right there, and you're like, no. Show me why I should. Show me why I should be that happy. I can't be happy. Do you know my parents? Do you know how much I've suffered? I can't be happy. I won't. You can't make me. Cool, let's take all the chaos away and you can go back to your ordered life the way you'd like it. Stop trying to present you with possibilities. That way you can go back to that ordered thing that makes you so part of this reality that you love so much. Just kidding. You said quietly as not to disturb the neighbors. Beautiful being that you are. Beautiful gift that you be. I see you. I see you. I see you. And I'm so grateful that you be. So grateful you are here and exist on this planet. Thank you for being, and thank you for being the contribution to all of us that you are, even though you don't even know it most of the time. Even though you can't even see it most of the time. Beautiful you, sweet, beautiful gift. Sweet, amazing contribution to the world that you are and that your body is. And that your different awareness of life and living and the world and reality is. Thank you. Beautiful you. What else do you know that nobody has ever asked of you? Nobody's ever asked or demanded that you be. Nobody could ever even see to ask for. What are you you've been pretending not to be and denying that you are? That if you choose to be, it would make everything greater for all of us. Beautiful gift that you be. Beautiful, highly ordered, defined control freak. Sweet, beautiful control freak. Sweet, beautiful, highly ordered control freak that has been looking for someone and something to let you out of your self-made prison of order into the light of possibilities and the chaos you be. And yet you still can't believe it because it's so new that this possibility actually exists, even though it is so you and so light when you ponder it, but you almost can't even ponder it because you put so much energy into creating the order of reality as though it is your reality, even when you know it's not. Beautiful you. Beautiful fucked up you. You're so awesome. You're so cute in how fucked up you make yourself, even though you don't have to, even though you keep doing it, even though you don't want to, even though you do want to, even though you want to pretend you don't want to, even when you don't. You're awesome. You're beautiful. I adore you. You're so fucked up. I love you. It's awesome. You're seriously so screwed up. I can't tell you. I can't just show you a little how fucked up you are. You're like the most fucked up thing that's ever existed. That's you. But you're so good at it. Why change now? And I'm sure the idea that you're fucked up is actually true. I'm sure it's not a lie you've been perpetrating on you and your body and your life and everyone and everything else, figuring that if you could start from fucked up and go from there, everything would work. Everything that is on 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now on 8. Chaos, bitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8! He said loudly on purpose as to disturb the neighbors. Beautiful you. Beautiful, fucked up you. Trying to pretend you don't think you are, while believing you are, while knowing you're not, while wondering.
And we cannot hear.
Ask that to increase. What if you were grateful for it and asked it to increase? What if it would contribute to you and gift to you as it gifted to every other element of consciousness on the planet and beyond the planet? Imagine being able to tap in through the planet and through the horses and the birds and the dogs and the cats. Imagine, perceive what it would be like to truly allow you to live in gratitude for you. And all those gifts and capacities that you've been trying to hide. If you could allow yourself to be so grateful for them that they just expanded with total ease and you didn't know how and you didn't know why and you didn't even try to control it in any way, but just allowed it to exist and allowed it to be and allowed it to increase and allowed it to expand and allowed it to become greater and allowed you to become more grateful for you and the gift that you are and the difference that you are and the brilliance that you are that nobody else seems to get. Rather than looking for somebody who gets it before you can have it, what if you were willing to be it and expand into it and enjoy it and be grateful for it and allow it to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow no matter who sees it until it's so big they can't help but see it, but by then it's too late to stop it and you have taken over the world! beautiful you. Been hiding for a very long time. No more hiding, beautiful you. No more hiding from you what is true about you and the gift that you be. What if it's time to finally be everything you've been afraid of being? Be it because you were the chaos that would destroy their ordered realities, and they wanted to stop you before you could step into enough power to where you were unstoppable. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time on 4 and then 5 for you to be and become and choose and demand, if you choose, to be the unstoppable you on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. On 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8! You've been hiding long enough. You're a brilliant, beautiful, potent gift and contribution, and it is time to be! Time to be, my beautiful friends. And know and perceive and receive as chaotically as you truly be. All of it, all of you, everything you truly be and are. It's time to unleash the chaos you be. Take a deep breath in. From the top of your head down to the tips of those cute, sweet, adorable little toes of yours. and again. Thanking that sweet body of chaos you've created. Having a moment of gratitude for the earth and its continuous gifting and acknowledgement and awareness, and for it never giving up and never giving up on any of us, and always being there for us, and always contributing, and always receiving, and always seeing the gift of us. Beautiful planet. What do you know, and what are you, my beautiful friend? Thank you for being in the world. It is time to be. You can open your eyes whenever you're ready. You have time. Facilitators, you'll be getting a new ESC to play in your foundation classes. This is a particular one that opens a door that some of them feel more like a completion, some of them feel more like busting a door down, and we just are getting started. That would be one of these. See how you are as you go out into the world, or whatever part of it you explore at lunch, and just notice if anything is different. What may be there that's a contribution or something different. Enjoy lunch. Thank you. And can we give a hand to all the people that went around and contributed also, please? Thank you, guys. Makes my job infinitely easier, and also the ESC a lot more potent. Woohoo! Yay!
Okay. So that was an ESC. And sometimes the bodies just need a break from foundation. Okay, I think that's it for today, unless anyone has any last minute questions. Okay, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. And remember, who does it belong to? And then if you can run MTVSS on another body, for the upcoming, for the next 24 hours. Okay. Did you have a question or nothing? No. Okay. All right. So bye, guys.
Thank you, Miss Annie. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow.